Today's the season opener. First morning of gun season here in Oklahoma. I have one buck tag left, several doe tags. I'm out here with the 30-30 Henry. Mounted a scope on it this year. Took down one doe with it last year on, might have been Christmas Day. Real close in there. First set of the year on this farm. Got a pond out here in front of me, grass field, surrounded by timber. Got a camera down there at the pond, catches a really nice 8-pointer in here at times. Lots of other young bucks and does. Young buck I thought was a spike. I think he might have had brow tines. Might have been a 4-pointer. I've got a thermal drone. I got a call. Some people need me about 45 miles from here, so I'm gonna call opening morning. Hey, I did see 3 does too. I didn't get my camera on them, but I'm gonna call opening morning quits. I'm gonna head out and see if I can help them find a deer with the drone. Saturday evening. It's about 3:30. First recovery I went on this morning, all worked great. Found a nice 10-point for a young boy, his first buck ever. Second one I went on, didn't have any luck. Sun was up good and bright, cloud cover was gone. Thermal didn't want to do as needed, so I recommended that he continued tracking on the blood trail. Those thermals work a lot better in cloudy weather or after dark. I'm up in a tree stand now, about 20 foot in the air. I've still got the Henry. Looking for a mature buck. Don't be mad. That wasn't a buck. It was a coyote. I didn't really have time to get the camera around there on him. Come running through here and I didn't get a shot till he was back here behind me. One less fawn eater and baby calf killer. generally wouldn't shoot a doe on opening day, but I had shot that coyote. She didn't like the way things were smelling, and she caught sight of me. She'd snorted several times. My plans was shoot a mature buck with the 30-30. After I got the buck out of the way, I was going to come back, take a couple of does. I've got the 30-30, a 223, Harrington and Richardson, and I've also got a AR-10 308. I wanted to take down a couple does. 1 buck, 4 does can be taken in our area. This is the second farm I'm hunting. Got a coyote down behind me, a doe laying dead right over here. Got about 30 to 40 more minutes before the end of shooting light. I'll see what happens. Well, I'm driving in here to pick up my doe and this coyote now. As I was about back to the truck, my youngest son called me. He's been sitting by himself this evening. He killed a nice mature 9-pointer. I'm going to head right on over to him, take a look at it as well. What do you think?
Happy with them. Can't find where I hit him.
Can't find where you hit him? Maybe you scared him to death. Yep, nice buck. Nice buck. Mainframe 8 with a forked brow. He's heavier than I think we both thought by the trail cam pictures.
What I said when I told you.
Yeah. Good one. Which side did you shoot him in?
He was pretty much angled like this towards the stand.
Yeah.
I shot him like, I aimed right in there.
Left front shoulder.
The only spot that I found has been like,
See.
right there on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blood.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Tell everybody that you didn't film it.
Didn't video it.
Oh. He has filmed his own bow hunts. He's never filmed his own rifle hunt. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, congratulations. Great deer. It is 7:25 Sunday morning. Food plot up here. Got an open lane down here to the west. I'm surrounded by big timber, native grass, scattered shrubs, and small trees that had a fire come through here 10 years ago. So a bunch of these trees are not mature yet. I've got some does up here on the food plot in front of my trail camera. I can't see them because of some of these young trees. I hunted here last night, saw a good buck briefly. Got pictures of a few overnight. Running out of options throughout the week. It's been tough hunting. Best news I've got is I got a new grandbaby. Well, she is a shocker. Spent a little bit of time up there before Thanksgiving, then had Thanksgiving. Now I'm back at it. I'm laughing, not because I just got another coyote, but because I hit the stinking pause button on my camera. I guess I had it rolling, and when he got in here to shoot, I must have hit pause. He is down over there about 75, maybe 70 yards from me. Still carrying the Henry. That's the second dead coyote of the season. I've seen about 5 now. And as you've seen, the action here this morning on the deer has been pretty decent. About 5 does. I saw a pretty good frame deer down this lane. Had bucks chasing does out here in front of me. Had a buck over here making a scrape that walked away, so it's been a fun morning. 23 degrees whenever I got here this morning. It does not feel like it's warmed up very much. It's about 9:30 in the morning right now. I was just starting to hear a little bit of a breakfast call. I don't know if we can even see him over here through this grass and stuff. Thought I punched record, and instead I punched pause. Point of impact. Blood, blood, blood. Blood, blood, blood. Blood, blood, blood. Mr. Coyote, he didn't present me the best shot right there. He got the Texas heart shot on the second shot. The first shot, I tried to shoot him in the head. I guess I missed. On a new farm right now. It's my first time to hunt this stand. The stand was on the property when we purchased it. Got a big lane in front of me, long lane. Got about a half-acre area right here. Wheat field back to my left. And another lane over here. Timber on 3 sides. It is Monday, second week of gun season. East wind again. Cloudy. Just after 7 in the morning. I'm watching a green field. I've got a lane cut back behind me that I cut out with a chainsaw when I was a kid. If I get a doe in that 100-yard range or less, she's gonna get it. Also know of a good 8-point that's in here, big mature buck. She didn't even act hit. I don't know. Well, that was quick. About 7:30 in the morning. I've had my cows come through, had a little buck come out on this green field, and then had this doe right behind me. I cannot imagine that I missed, but she didn't act hit. I'm going to have to watch the video, see if I can tell. That's the first time I've been in that stand for 2 years. And you can see the stand legs right there behind me. Huge scrape right here. First time I've been in the stand since 2023. I killed a buck called Beamer out here, or I called him Beamer. He didn't call himself anything. He called himself making a scrape in here. But here's another scrape. Well, there's a deer down the end of this lane right now. I have tried to get down 2 or 3 different times, and there's either been there was a young buck behind me, and there was a doe and a fawn that come out on the green. So I just decided I was going to come back here and check for blood. Looks like to me on the video that I sure enough hit her. I was aiming just a pinch behind the shoulder, roughly center of the body. That stand's about 25 feet tall, so it should have come out in the lower third on the opposite side. Been a few years ago, I shot a doe, and I shot her with black powder. She did not act like she was hit at all. I really thought that I missed her, and she ran about 80 to 100 yards. Right here's where she was standing. Probably her back feet. I'm looking for blood. But anyways, that other doe went about 80 to 100 yards, and I just thought I must have missed her. And then she just collapsed. So, I don't see any blood right here at impact. Right there is some hair. And I know I watched her run to the end of this lane. I'm on her trail. Right there is the first couple specks of blood. If I get to the end of this lane and do not see her, I've got that thermal drone. I could run back home and get it, put it in the air real quick, and that way I don't disturb this whole area. Here's more blood there. Sometimes they don't act like they're hit at all, and the movies make us think that upon impact everybody dies, but more blood down here at my feet. But that's not the way it goes. There, she's clearly bleeding on both sides. So if I don't see her at the end of this lane, then I'm going to go get that drone. If I do see her, I'm going to drag her out of here and crawl back up in that stand for another 30 minutes to an hour. Oh, up there she is. Didn't go far at all. I got to the end of that lane and was struggling to find any blood. But here she lays. Oh heck, I hit her exactly where I was wanting to. Right behind the shoulder, center of the body. Heck of a blood pile there around her. I'm going to do as I said, I'm going to drag her right back up here. The Henry 3030. One more doe with it. Being completely honest with you, it's been way more of a challenge to get a mature buck this week than what I thought it would. Everything that I've been seeing is being young. I'm fortunate to take a couple does with it. I told you at the beginning of the video I was going to use a 30-30 on a doe and use a 223 on a doe. Take down a mature buck with the 30-30 as well. I think the 223's out on this video. I'll just be buck hunting from here on out and see how it goes. I want to show you guys something here on a doe. So right here, this tendon that we don't want to cut, I'm going to make a slice through here, and I'm going to bring this other leg up and put through it. Does are a little bit more difficult to drag because we don't have anything to hang on to, but I will lock that leg right in through here and make it a lot easier to drag her. So I've got a long cut right through there. I'll bring this opposite leg up, put right through there, and then right here where my right hand is, I've got a good way to drag her. Bucks are easy to drag because you can grab them by their antlers. A doe, you grab one leg, it always wants to slip, or your hand wants to slip, but this gives you a little bit of a lock, and it will not come loose as long as you've got a grip on it. So you might use that sometime. Handy little trick. I know I've made some noise, but I'm going to jump back in the stand for about 30 minutes. You never know what might happen. It's probably getting close to 8:30 in the morning right now. Early evening. I'm back at the farm. I shot the coyote at yesterday. You know, the one I missed the first time. I just got a text from a friend of mine. He shot, I don't know how many point the buck is, several. The great news is he's got him on the ground. I sent one of my GoPros with him. So he's hunting at a real close situation, and he was able to get the footage on the GoPro, film the recovery too.
I just got a shot on a good buck here about a 30-yard shot. Blood on the leaves. And a lot of it, which generally is a good sign. There he is. I think this deer's 11 point. So, a lot of hard work. Get this buck.
Congratulations, Mark. Mark's as good as old man as they come. I say old, he might not like that, but he is retired. He bought that farm pretty much just to deer hunt and enjoy. He's owned it about 20 years now. He let Carter take a few deer off that farm, my youngest boy Carter. We've enjoyed it throughout the years. I'm happy for Mark. All right, 30-30, 6-point frame buck with some age. He was on the camera 2 days ago in here. That's gonna wrap up my gun season. I think I've hunted, that's the second doe I killed. That was this morning. 2 coyotes, 2 does. A nice buck right there. I heard him crash. He didn't make it too far in there to the right. I've got about 15 minutes left. There's shooting light. I'm gonna get down and go to him fairly early right here. That's the second mainframe 6 that I got this year. The first one was the black powder buck that was wide, an older buck. This buck here, unique 6-point mainframe. He might have little crab claws out to the end, but another one in the books for the 30-30. Well, I thought I was gonna go right up to him, as I did. Got about 15 foot from him, and I noticed he moved his head. Seconds later, before I'd put my hunting bag down, he decides to jump up and run. He went about 50 yards and sounded like he crashed again. I hate to go use the drone on him, but that's what I'm going to do. That way I don't push him, and it'll give him some time to expire. The drone will show me where he's at, and I'll walk right in there and get him. After I shot him, you've seen him. He was already starting to crash, going into the thicker cover. I got down, went to him. I know I probably already said this in the video, but I got down, went to him, thought he was dead. He raised his head up, popped up, and takes off. After that, I got my drone, I went back and I checked on him. He was down there, other than I'd see his ear flip just a little bit, maybe see a switch of the tail. I did see him get up one time. That was right early. I saw him standing and then he went down, and I thought that was it. But turns out that wasn't it. He lived for several more hours. I'd come home, charged my drone batteries, went back, checked on him again. He laid there just almost in the position he is and had his head down on the ground. I thought it was all over, but let me get back to the buck. Whenever we found him, it took some guys to help me. You can see there's some cedar trees here. These cedars are small compared to where he was at. He was underneath the canopy of some blackjacks and cedars all grown up together, intertwined. The drone would not pick up anything in that area. He had only moved about 60 foot from where I last saw him at 3 in the morning. You can see he's got crab claw out here. He's got forked brow tines, another small point. I thought he was just a mainframe 6, and he does have a point back here behind on the base. As of where I hit him, right over in here on this left side, this was the exit. I can feel that bullet wedged in the skin right there. So you can see where it was trying to come out. Once I get him skinned, I'll be able to get it. And right behind the shoulder, back side of the shoulder, mid body on this side. I swear he should have been a dead deer real quick from that shot. The Henry put a couple does down, a couple coyotes down, and then this buck. I'm not going to go back out there this gun season. It's been a long one already. December 2nd or 3rd right now. We get to that extended holiday season, I can still get out that 223 or that 308 that I mentioned early in the video that I'd probably take down a doe with. All of our rack bucks, you know, that were kind of like this one, had gotten broken racks. Some of them had just broke off brow tines. Some of them had broke off nearly the whole stinking beam. This one moved in. I talked to some neighbors. Nobody knew anything about him. Both of them told me, hey, go get him if you like him. So I hunted him 2 different times and he come in. You know the rest. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to see some more, hit that subscribe button. And as always, please give me a thumbs up if you don't mind.